The UK's Online Safety Act, 2023. On September 19, 2023, the British Parliament passed the Act, aiming to make the UK the safest place in the world to be online. What new obligations does the Act introduce? The Act aims to improve online safety, especially for children in the United Kingdom. The 300-page document outlines new responsibilities for online service providers. Service providers must conduct proper risk assessments and implement proportionate systems and processes to manage illegal content and content that may be harmful to children. The specific requirements depend on the size of the service, its risk category, and the likelihood of it being accessed by minors. The Act grants significant enforcement powers to the UK's communications regulator, the Office of Communications. Ofcom will act as the UK online safety regulator. To whom does the Act apply? Over 100,000 online services, from large companies to small businesses, will be covered by the new rules. User-to-user services, search services, and pornography platforms. The codes of practice will be introduced between spring 2025 and spring 2026. Why has it become necessary? The UK's Online Safety Act 2023 was introduced in response to increasing concerns about the safety of individuals, particularly children, in the digital environment. High-profile cases such as the suicide and tragic death of British teenagers have shown the potential dangers of online platforms and highlighted the need for stronger regulations to protect users from harmful content. Breck Bednar's murder on February 17, 2014. The murder of 14-year-old boy who was groomed online by a 19-year-old Lewis Danes raised serious concerns about the dangers of online interactions. This case showed the need for online services to implement strong systems to detect and prevent grooming and exploitation. Molly Russell's suicide on November 21, 2017. 14-year-old Molly took her own life after being exposed to harmful content related to self-harm and suicide on social media platforms. Her case emphasized the urgent need for online platforms to take responsibility for the content they host and to implement measures that protect vulnerable users from harmful material. Julian Sweeney's challenged death on March 22, 2020. The circumstances surrounding the death of 14-year-old Julian further illustrate the risks associated with unregulated online spaces. It emphasized the necessity for platforms to effectively address harmful challenges that children may engage in without fully understanding the potential dangers involved. Ollie Stevens' murder on January 3, 2021. The murder of 13-year-old Ollie, who was targeted through social media, drew attention to the connection between online interactions and real-world violence. This case demonstrated the crucial need for online platforms to monitor and manage user interactions to prevent such tragedies. Online attack on Zach Eagling in January 2021. Trolls attacked the 8-year-old boy with epilepsy by sending him flashing images online. Zach's case showed how online platforms can become tools for harassment and abuse. It highlighted the importance of having clear regulations and enforcement mechanisms to protect users with serious health conditions from life-threatening behavior by trolls and online bullies. The Epilepsy Society reported the incident to the police. that the legal framework at the time was inadequate to address such targeted online harassment. With the backing of the Epilepsy Society, ZAC began a campaign to hold the trolls accountable and to push for legislative changes. The collective efforts of the media, advocates, politicians and the public culminated in a historic moment on December 7, 2022, when MPs voted to pass ZAC's law, making it illegal for trolls to maliciously send flashing images to individuals with epilepsy. On July 2, 2024, Tyler Webb bombarded a woman with messages on Telegram, telling her to kill herself so he could watch. 22-year-old Tyler Webb has made legal history as the first individual in the UK to be charged under Section 184 of the Online Safety Act for encouraging serious self-harm online. During a video link appearance from a mental health facility at Leicester Crown Court, Webb admitted to 1 count of encouraging suicide and 1 count of assisting another person in seriously self-harming. He is set to be sentenced on July 4, 2025. On November 9, 2023, Ofcom provided statistics that prove the vital importance of the Act. Around 3 in 5 children, aged 11 to 18, have been contacted online in a way that made them feel uncomfortable. 30% have received an unwanted friend or follow request, and around 1 in 6 have either been sent naked or half-dressed photos, or been asked to share these themselves. The UK's Online Safety Act represents the second significant piece of online safety regulation in Europe, together with the EU's Digital Services Act, which became active on November 16, 2022. The British Act aims to regulate a wide range of online services by imposing new responsibilities on their providers, ensuring that individuals can use these services safely. Regulators from Ireland, France, Australia, South Africa, South Korea, and Fiji have also been developing online safety regulations. Alongside the UK's Ofcom, these 7 regulators have formed the Global Online Safety Regulators Network to address global online safety challenges and to share information and best practices. The US isn't part of the network as it has a mixed approach to regulations. Online safety and data protection laws are enforced at the state level rather than federally. Also, the United States focuses on letting the tech industry regulate itself. International companies may need to adjust their policies and practices to align with the UK's standards. This could influence how other countries develop their own online safety regulations. Therefore, the Online Safety Act 2023 is expected to lead to greater international cooperation and dialogue.